me playing with pom-poms. These things are cool. I've always kind of wondered how they work. They have like a little handle inside. Anyway, welcome back to Kids Town, where all month we're going to be talking about kindness. It's one of the ways we can cheer each other on, and it's an important choice to make. That's right, it's a choice. Let's look at our life app for this month. It says, kindness is showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. Cool. And you know what else? Not only that, but we have a really cool verse that we're putting to memory this month that's going to help us remember how kindness works. And it goes like this. It says, you are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness, dun, da, da, as if they were your clothes. Isn't that funny? It says, don't be proud, be gentle and patient. That's from Colossians 3:22. So you see, it's a choice to put on kindness, just like my kindness jacket, tender mercies, and those things help us to love people the way God loves us. Pretty cool, huh? You might remember last week we met some friends of mine and they taught us a super fun cheer about kindness. Do you want to learn it today? I think that'd be so fun. Let's have them come back out. Are you ready? Let's give it up for Brittany and Chip. Woo-hoo! Woo! All right. Okay, so you remember last week when these guys did their kindness cheer, and I thought it would be fun this week to teach you the cheer, and you can do it at home. Sound good? And as we're teaching you the cheer, our friend will put the words underneath it so that you can follow along, all right? Now, if you're just doing it by yourself, I'll show you what to do, but if you have a partner like they do, you can do exactly what they're doing. Okay, so the first thing you do is you spell kindness. So you say, give me a K. So give me a K. And then if you have a partner, they make the K, but if they don't, you can make the K. K, you got your K, you got your K. And then you say, give me an I. And you make the letter I. You've got your I, you've got your I. Give me an N. N, you've got your N, you've got your N. And then we just clump a bunch of letters together and say, give me your D-N-E-S-S. And then you snap it. D-N-E-S-S, just like Chip. Way to go. And now we're going to go into another fun section. And it starts with hand motions where you start by hitting your legs first. So I'll let them start. Okay? And then you say, we're spelling kindness. Yeah, it's top of mindness. Yeah, all month you'll find us. Yeah, you make your binoculars. And then showing that kindness. So if you have a partner, they can catch you. But if you don't have a partner, you could just do like a kick, like, woo! Just like that. All right, and then we say, break it down. And when we say break it down, we go into another little chant that goes like this. When you have a lot to say, so you make your talking mouth, and then you say, as like you're brushing stuff off of you, yucky stuff has come your way. And now you're going to say, take a breath, take time to pray, choose the words that save the day, choose kindness. Woo-hoo! And then if you want to be really funny, you can say word, like Chip does.
Word!
And you can say peace out, like Brittany says. Woohoo! And then there you have it. That's our kindness cheer. At the end of our video, we'll do it one more time with all the music. So get ready. Woo! This is our new song this month. I hope you're getting the hang of it.
Got a rhythm in my heart and in my soul. Got a reason for this joy I can't control. I wanna sing, I wanna dance, and give everyone a chance to hear about this endless love I know. Oh, what you give to me is not for me to
feet.
Whoa, yeah, whoa. It's a great big world, and I am only me, but you are you. Together we are God's family. The words we say and the prayers we pray, let the work of our hands spread love all across the land. If we want to make a difference, if we want to take a stand and learn to serve each other like Jesus said we should. Do love, be love, give love, love one another, love one another, yeah. Do love, be love, give love, love one another, love one another, yeah. Whoa, yeah, whoa. All around the world, everybody's the same. We are wanting one thing, and that is to be loved. So demonstrate the love that God gave in all we do and say. Let's live it out every day. If we want to make a difference, if we want to take a stand and learn to serve each other like Jesus said we should. Do love, be love, give love, love one another, love one another, yeah. Do love, be love, give love, love one another, love one another, yeah. Whoa, yeah, whoa. Do you wanna make a difference? Do you wanna take a stand? Do you wanna make a difference? Do you wanna take a stand? Jesus said we should. Do love, be love, give love, love one another, love one another, yeah. Do love, be love, give love, love one another, love one another, yeah. Whoa, yeah, whoa. Do love, be love, give love, love one another. Do love, be love, give love, love one another, love one another.
All right, awesome. It's always great worshiping with you guys, but did you know, in addition to watching our Family Friday videos on YouTube, we have in-person services now at all of our South Valley Community Church campuses. And when you come on Sundays, we can't necessarily come inside Kids Town just yet, but we do have a really fun kids table that you can come to and visit me and Miss Lisa, and we will give you some really fun stuff that you can do during service. There's like sermon notes for kids. You can bring them back and get a prize. There's Play-Doh, there's squishies, there's stickers, and we would love to see you here on Sundays. And that reminds me, starting this Sunday, we're going to have a totally fun bag that you can take home of activities for Easter, one per family. And in the description of this video, you can click on an unboxing video and see what's in that bag. I hope I see you at the kids table on Sundays. Come check us out. Hey Brittany, what's up?
Oh, I am so mad right now. Chip keeps messing up all the routines. The whole squad is fed up with him. He keeps stepping on my toes and using the wrong hand motions, and sometimes I just want to bop him on the head with my pom-pom.
Whoa. I thought you and Chip were like BFFs.
We are, but being on the same cheer squad, I don't know if it was a good idea. Sometimes I get embarrassed of him and for him. He just needs a lot of extra practice.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wonder if you could like help him by, practicing with him. You're really good at the cheers. Could you help him out?
I don't know if I have the strength or the time. He's not exactly a quick learner.
Give me a Hey, Brittany, how do you spell kindness again?
I see what you mean. Wow. But remember what we said about last week about kindness? We were talking about how we want to show kindness to the people in our lives, and your cheer that you did about kindness.
Oh yeah, kindness. Showing kindness even when others aren't being kind. But this is different. Chip is kind, all right. He's just frustrating to cheer with at times.
Oh, okay.
Give me a DNESS.
Oh, that's not pretty.
No, Chip, those are my pom-poms. You don't even use pom-poms. Ugh!
Oh, sorry, I forgot I don't have pom-poms. No wonder my arms are so sore today.
Okay, well, how last week I mentioned that even though we know it's important to be kind, we don't always want to be kind, and we don't always choose to show kindness. And we have tons of reasons why it's difficult to show kindness. And for some reason, it's hardest to be nice to the people we spend the most time with. But if you think about it, a lot of the time, it all comes down to how much showing kindness might cost us. I mean, I'm not just talking about how much money you'd spend to be kind. Being kind could cost us our time. Time we wanted to spend doing our own thing. And it costs us our energy. By the time we do all the kind things we see to do, we might be too tired to get to our own fun stuff we wanted to do, right? So, you've probably faced the challenge of sitting with a friend maybe who's hurt or sick and missed out on playing. Maybe you didn't get to run around at recess because you were sitting with your friend. Or what about trying to help someone who doesn't understand math and their homework when you still have some to do of your own? Or have you ever had to miss out like on a birthday party or a sleepover because your family was going to go visit your elderly grandparent who's lonely and misses being with family? Then you know what I mean about counting the cost of kindness. Showing kindness, it could cost us some friendships too. Maybe being kind to someone who your other friends don't like could mean they don't want you in the gang anymore. Choosing kindness isn't always easy. How can you choose to show kindness even when it might cost you something? Well, that's a great question. One that the writers of the Bible talk about in many of the books. Today, though, we'll hear a story about a young woman who chose to show kindness to someone who was very, very sad, bitter, and probably wasn't the easiest to be around. In fact, this person was so miserable, she even changed her name to a word that means miserable, bitter. Not really someone a lot of people would want to hang out with, right? But our hero in this story looked at her in another way and decided to honor God by showing her kindness. Who is the heroine in this story? It is a young woman named Ruth. And guess where this story's found? Yep, the book called Ruth. It's a small book in the Old Testament. You might have even flipped past it many times before. And as our story begins in the book of Ruth, things are looking great for one family for a while. But then they get very sad for a while. And that's where we see how God uses Ruth to work his awesome plan. So, get comfy, maybe grab a snack and a blankie and watch this story with me, and I'll meet you right back here after.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how he created us and loves us so much that he made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the Book of Ruth.
In the land of Moab, there lived a young woman named Ruth. She married a man from Judah and must have dreamed of a large family and many children.
We'll name them Zeke and Hannah and...
But Ruth's happily ever after ended before it began. Her husband died and his brother too, and that left Ruth alone with her sister-in-law Orpah and her mother-in-law Naomi, whose husband died too.
I have nothing left.
Naomi had come to live in Moab during a famine in Judah, but she had gotten word that there was plentiful food in her homeland again, so she planned to take a road trip.
Ruth, Orpah, go back to your family homes. May the Lord show you kindness as you have shown me.
So Orpah kissed her mother-in-law and left, but Ruth wouldn't budge.
I'm going with you.
Look, your sister-in-law is going back to her people.
Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God.
Well, okay then.
Finally, after a long and dusty journey, the two women arrived in Naomi's hometown of Bethlehem. Everywhere along the road, barley rippled in the breeze, golden and ready to harvest.
Is that Naomi? She don't look so good.
Don't call me Naomi. The Lord has made my life bitter. I went away full, and the Lord has brought me back empty.
Don't listen to them. You just need dinner and a nap.
Finding food was their top priority.
Some of those barley fields belong to my husband's relative, Boaz.
The grain is being harvested right now. Let me go to the fields and pick up the leftovers.
Go, my daughter.
The law instructed the landowners to leave behind some of the harvest for people who needed food, so Ruth followed behind the harvesters, gathering every bit of barley that fell to the ground.
Barley. Let's see. You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it, sauté it.
Ruth worked hard in the heat of the day. In the afternoon, Boaz came out to survey the harvest.
The Lord be with you.
The Lord bless you!
Boaz spotted Ruth hard at work and asked his overseer,
Who is that young woman?
She came back from Moab with Naomi. She asked if she could pick up the extra grain and has barely rested all day.
Boaz was moved by Ruth's care for Naomi. He waded through the barley to speak with her.
Stay here and follow along where the men are harvesting. I'll make sure no one bothers you. And when you're thirsty, you get a drink from the water jars.
Why are you so kind to me, a foreigner?
I've been told what you've done for your mother-in-law, how you left your homeland to come here. May the Lord reward you.
Boaz offered Ruth bread and roasted grain to eat, and at the end of the day, she was able to bring a large amount of grain home to Naomi.
So much food!
Ruth continued to work in Boaz's fields until the end of the grain harvest, but even then, life would have been very difficult for two women living alone together. So Naomi laid out a plan for Ruth.
I will do whatever you say.
At the end of the harvest, the workers threshed the grain to separate the edible kernel from the straw. Then they held a big celebration. When the meal was over and the lights burned low, Boaz laid down near the pile of grain to sleep. Ruth arrived and approached Boaz just as Naomi had told her to do. She folded the blanket away from his feet and lay down nearby.
Who's there?
It's me, Ruth. Please give me your protection since you're responsible for our family.
Boaz was surprised, but what Ruth had said was true.
The Lord bless you. Don't be afraid. I'll do what you ask. Everyone knows you are wise and kind.
Even though Boaz agreed to help Ruth, there was a family member who was closer than Boaz. So in the morning, Boaz set out to meet that man and the town elders to settle the matter.
I will buy Naomi's land and also marry Ruth, if you will let me.
Well, I sure can't purchase Naomi's land and take care of my own land too.
So we're good?
Go right ahead.
Today, you are all my witnesses that I will buy Naomi's land and marry her daughter-in-law, Ruth.
As soon as it could be arranged, Boaz and Ruth were married. Naomi came to live with them, and a short time later, Ruth and Boaz had a new baby boy.
His name is Obed.
Aren't you the sweetest little thing?
So through the kindness of Boaz and Ruth, Naomi had a brand new home and a brand new family too. Everyone could see the difference in her face.
Praise be to the Lord. He's given you a new lease on life, Naomi.
Yeah, that Ruth is better to you than 7 sons.
Now, Ruth's story doesn't end there. Her son Obed had a son named Jesse, who had a son named David, King David. And hundreds of years later, a new baby boy was born in Bethlehem who was a descendant of King David, and his name was Jesus.
Wow. Let's look again at what Ruth told Naomi at the very beginning of the story. She said, "Don't try to make me leave you and go back. Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. And your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." That's true kindness. Ruth chose not to return to her home country where things would have been way easier for her. She knew Naomi needed someone to help her, and she knew this is what God wanted her to do. And so she pledged to stay with Naomi, who was so sad and didn't even really have a way to provide for her. And Ruth knew it would cost her comfort, security, and safety, that she would go hungry and she would struggle. But because she obeyed God and kept her word, look, she got to be part of the story of Jesus' family. So cool. I love this story because it's so easy to see the difference that kindness can make. But it's also important to see that true kindness, it will cost us something. Think about it. Ruth stuck to Naomi and kept her promise to care for her no matter what it cost. And what about Boaz? He could have only cared about the money he would lose by letting poor people have the loose grain that fell on the ground. But even he went above and beyond, and he let Ruth pick grain up from the field, and he gave her more than she even asked for, and he protected her because he knew she was providing for Naomi. And then eventually, he bought the family land and married Ruth. And let's not forget God's role in all of this. In his kindness, God brought all of these people and events together in order to care for Naomi and Ruth in their sadness, and he gave them a great story. God truly was the one who protected Naomi and Ruth. So what about us? What can we learn from this? Well, maybe you've considered showing kindness, but the cost made you second guess it. It's okay. We all feel that way sometimes. Maybe you knew it would take more time than you were willing to give, or maybe it would mean giving up something you don't really want to give up. And in Ruth's story, kindness was shown between family members and relatives, mother-in-laws, and family protectors. And we know it's hard to be kind to the people closest to us sometimes. I mean, sure, your siblings might get on your nerves, and you may not even want to do what your mom and dad have asked. But even those closest to us, our friends and our family, they deserve our kindness. Kindness matters, and it can make a huge difference.
Hey, Miss Jeanine, have you seen Brittany around?
She was here a little while ago, but I actually haven't seen her for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm really looking for her because, well, you know, we've just been practicing this whole kindness chant together, and she asked me if I wanted some extra help learning all the moves for our cheers. Thank goodness, because I was so stressed out. I mean, this is really hard for me, okay? Yeah. It seems like the more pressure people put on me, the more I mess up.
Oh, yeah, I know the feeling. I'm kind of the same way.
But now I think I'm finally getting the hang of it, and it's thanks to my good buddy Brittany.
Oh, there you are. I just had to go back for my pom-poms.
Oh, hey, B. Chip was just telling me here how you were helping him out and decided to help him out with the cheers and put in a lot of extra time. You know what? I'm so proud of you. That's awesome.
Thanks, Miss J. I thought about it, and this whole kindness thing, I'm glad Chip's on the squad, and he makes me laugh so hard. It's totally worth it to have him.
Very cool, Brittany. You guys are the best. You know what? Hey, can you take us out with our new cheer today? It'd be so fun to have our friends join us. You guys ready to get up and join us? Let's take it out. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Woo! Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, give me a K. K, you got that K, you got that K.